Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. My phone just decided it would shut down, and I don't know why. But I didn't get a good thumbnail of the fabric. So here is the fabric that I'm going to be using. And I will make sure that that thumbnail gets on there. It's absolutely beautiful. And we're gonna we're gonna cut this up and have some fun today. And so we're going to start with the placemats, and then I have trivets to do after that. And see, this was the backing that she wanted on the trivets. And this is the backing for the chickens. And if I can set you up a little bit higher, I'm going to try. I don't know. Let's see if I can get you right here on my ironing board. And this is my problem. Right here. It doesn't want to stay on the stand anymore. I'm going to have to buy, there goes Bixby. Bixby, go away. Okay. I am telling you that this has been a terror. So, yes, this says placemats and two different backs. Eggs and chicken wire. And here is the chicken wire fabric. Isn't that lovely? And it's beautiful. And I'm telling you, it's going to be fun to work with. So, these are a little bit short on the border that is on these, which is lovely. It is chicken tracks. Hi, honey. So, I'm going to cut it out fairly close around it and then see if I can't use these pieces to help border uh, the actual placemat. So that's where we're going to start. I'm going to cut out these panels, and I hope you can see what I'm doing. Hi, Zoe. How are you? And that she has created, and look how pretty that is. I love it. I love it. I love it. It says farm fresh eggs, and then shows the different colored eggs. Really pretty. If you like to sew, if you like chickens, this is the line to buy. This is her 5-inch blocks that you can get. And on these, we're going to make trivets, and we're going to do a square and a square because we want them a little bit bigger. So, hi, Zoe. Hi, Sherry. And this is the backing. Looks like feathers. And that's going to be on the, okay, this fabric, you have to look on my post about coming online. It is on there and they can tell you where to find it. And I didn't get this. This was sent to me by Annie. I am doing a product review and test for her on this fabric and making some things for her. But it feels really, really good. It's wonderful feeling fabric. And I love the way color coordinated. On this one, of course, it's blacks and grays, but look at the little chickens. And this is it is made by the Blank Quilting Corporation. And so they have a Facebook page and can tell you where they can get it. The color coordinating things on this, look at this. So you can pick up this piece of material, and even if you don't use the others, they are all color coordinated. And of course, her line is all color coordinated and beautiful. And if I was going to pick them up, I would want the matching pieces to go with it. So I'm going to get my cutter out. And I may have to put a new blade on it before I start. And the first thing I'm going to do is cut out these panels. And I can't find my big shears, so I'm going to use my rotary cutter. And I have two laid out somewhere. I tell you what, I give my sewing room over to Spanky and them while they were here. And so everything's kind of misplaced right at the moment. Right down the edge of that. And that is not cutting very well. Let me find my other one that I got out. If I can find where, there it is. I'm going to turn it around. And this is so cute. I would not throw that away. I would use that. I would incorporate that if I was making a quilt or something. I would incorporate that in it, that line. And there's that one. Oh, quite a bit more. The table has just a little bit of give to it. I'm going to put down the edges. Sure, I'm lined up really well with them. I like the way this hen or this rooster comes off the page, off the piece. I think that's cool. Gives it a little 3D look. Okay, there's one completely cut. Straighten out there. Love the vibrant colors too, Annie. These are really, really nice. Really nice. I love chickens, so this is right up my line. Have chickens all over my house, including this room, including my sewing room. And hopefully this won't be the last review I do on some material. I have been asked by another artist if I would consider doing some work for her. And I told her yes, I sure would. And so we're talking. And there we go. There's the second one. Beautiful stuff. This I'm going to cut and use for borders around it. Let's see where I want to start right here. I'm cutting on a card table, so it has a little bit of give, which makes it not cut through all the way sometimes. My desk that I've been using for crafting is my also my cutting table. So I'm waiting on my son to build me a cutting table to put in here. That may be a while, but I found some cabinets pretty cheap, and I think we can make it out of some cabinet work and put a top on it and have a nice cutting table. And in case y'all didn't know it, I love to quilt and sew. This is something I've done for years, and I missed that one just a little bit right here in the center. I'm going to give it another little cut. Again, this one is the one that is off the picture. Cute, cute. That piece wants to be stubborn. Okay. Now down this side. That one. Now down the middle. Got a little bit of a black line showing, but I'm not worried about that. That's going to be in a 1/4 inch seam and it will not show. Okay, get a different spot on my board here. Okay. This one. I may leave this one on it in case this doesn't quite make enough to go around them. I'm going to leave this 1 inch on this one, and we may attach to it. And if not, I'll cut it off. Okay, honey. Hugs to you too. Okay. Now, let's see. First thing I'm going to have to do is trim this down. And that one already is. Trim this down. And then I'll sew these together to make the edges, because they're not quite wide enough to make usually placemats are 13 by 9, or that 13 by 9 or 11 by 9. I would have to measure them out. And so I'll make sure I have them big enough to, fit your plate and your bowl and whatever you're going to put on them. Silverware, your glasses. They're not the sharpest in the world. And I thought there was a new blade on that. There we go. There we go. Like I said, I'm going to save these strips. This one doesn't have anything on it, so I may not save that one, but the ones with the chickens on it, definitely. They can be cute in a quilt or whatever. She does have beautiful art on her channel. I had seen these chickens, but I didn't know she was going to do this with it. I was excited when I seen it gone into fabric. Alrighty then. Got one little spot there. I'll get it with the scissors. Okay. Now, hopefully we've got enough of that to go around. If not, I think there's plenty. Yard of this, of the chicken feathers. And, okay, what did I do with the wire? Oh, I laid it on the bed. And there's a full yard of this. So we can have, we can pretty much take our pick of designs. And I'm sure there's probably a yard of this here. And I really love the chicken wire. Yeah, we've got a plenty. And so this is, let's see. Oops. Back up here. Get back up here. I dropped it. This is 36 inches wide. But anyway, that's what we're going to, this is what we're going to start. I'm going to try this, and hopefully we've got enough to go around. I'm going to sew these three strips together. And I should have, and see how much we've got. If I cut them in half, I think we'll probably have enough to do it. Lengthwise. I think I will lay them down and just go ahead and do that. Okay, these are Right now they're 3 inches, so they'll be 1.5 inches wide, each one of them. That right there is 1.5. And they have to be binding. And they're already cutting me off. This YouTube app, I don't know if they're trying to get you to go out of it or what, but it is horrible. It is horrible. Okay, I just cut those into strips. Now I'm going to move you over to the sewing machine area, and I will have to plug it back in. Well, let me see how we're going to do this. Let me unplug you here. And I'm going to move you over to the sewing machine area. And get you in view of the sewing machine. Okay. My stand is breaking, girls. Okay. Can you see that? Okay. Can you see this right here? Okay. And what I'm doing, I don't think I have any other light but this one. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give these a quick press, girls. And then we'll be back over here with some spray starch. I need to pull up my little ironing board closer to me. Okay, here's the first one done. First one all ironed up. I'm going to lay it right behind you. And if you're wondering about my voice, I've had laryngitis for a week since the kids left. I have not had a voice. This is the first day that I've actually had sound other than a screech. Okay. Second one. So if I screech every now and then, you'll understand what's going on. I'm going to have to cut that off because that's going to be a little less than 1.5 inches, the one I left the black on. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The next one. And one more, and we'll have these done, and then I'll iron my strips up after I get them sewed together. last one. In a chair. I was climbing on it a while ago, so you know that's not really good to do, but I don't recommend it, especially at my age, but I did. Hunting my batting. Okay. Now I've got to work my sewing machine over here just a minute and get some bobbin in it. And let's see. Provide my bobbins. Be right back. I had left them in the other room, of course, in that where I used to sew. Okay. I'm hoping I have a black one already spun. Oh, that's the wrong size. I'll take thread off one. Oh, wait a minute. I have one with black thread. All right. Helps if you put it in the case, Mary. There's my hand. Yes. He's not all the way. Come on. I I've had this sewing machine put up and using my little one. So it's a little bit more difficult to thread. It is also my quilting machine. So this is a Brother Novell 1500. It is a straight stitch machine, and it will thread or stitch up to 1500 stitches a minute. So you really have to watch your speed because it will fly away with you. And it's up here. Okay. That cord. Now then, let's slide that back. We've got power. Okay. The only problem is that my needle is a universal needle and it will not take the thread on the automatic threader. In fact, I really don't like the automatic threaders on a brother. They tend not to fit, and even their own needles, they tend not to fit. And so it's kind of a pain. It makes you nervous. It's really not complicated, hon. Threading the machine is the most complicated part that there is. And then the rest of it is, you know, you can get real fancy with it. That comes in time. Straight stitch. It's just a straight stitch. And all the marks are on the machine for you. So I'm going to do a 1/4 inch seam. Well, that was a fluke that I got that in there without my glasses. It really was. Okay, here we go. And I didn't get them any too straight. But we're not going to worry about it. We're going to straighten one side, and we're just going to, this is going to be, I have a feeling this is just going to be our binding. So I'm not going to worry about that. And lay this down. Set this on about a 2-inch stitch. And I may have to check my tension. Don't you come out of there. And it did. See, okay, now I got it the first time, but second time may be a problem. I'll go in and find my glasses. Okay, the hole is blurred out. Yeah, I'm going to have my glasses. Like I said, it was a fluke that I hit it. Tom? 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 Bring me my glasses off the desk. Bring me my glasses off the desk, please. Yes, please. I have such a good boy. He found him for me and come up the stairs with him, and then he was just huffing and a puffing. I'm sorry this is taking so long for me to get set up, but I didn't know if I would be able to do this today or if I was going to be so hoarse I couldn't do anything. I have had really, really good luck with Brother sewing machines. Um, the one I sew on the most is a little Walmart sewing machine. It cost me $79. And it's what I do all of my embroidery on, my applique, all those kind of things. And if you're just starting out, I would highly recommend it. They're workhorses. Hi, Lainey. Okay, I've got a burr on this. That's why it's not going through. I sewed my scissors on the table. Of course. I can't wait to get this room completely set up. I've been waiting a long time for it now, and I'm ready to go back to doing some sewing and quilting and doing this kind of thing because it is gift time. To think about gifts for Christmas. And let's bring that bobbin back out of there. And get it out. Pull it to the back.
We can order more phones.
We will, honey. We will. So. I swear to you, I had that lined up, but it's not. Okay. There we go.
Is this the selector for downstairs, Mom? Mom, is this the selector for downstairs?
No, that's the selector for upstairs. I'm just going to do this in a big long line. And, whoa, that is really off. Let's go this direction with it. Annie, are you still in here? Do you have the chicken tracks material in your line in the yards, the yard width? I don't know if she's still here or not, if she had to go. She had some things she needed to do. But I would really love to have a yard of this material. I'm just nipping the edges, nipping the seams. And we're just going to make a big long strip of this. And then I know how much around it I can go. See, that one's off too. Darn. I hope my ruler's not bowed out that bad. That one there. Now, of course, I just dropped one on the floor. Hi, Vanessa. All right. And this has no, it has no thread clipper because this is actually a quilting machine. So I have to use the scissors on it. But I have made some really pretty quilts on this thing. And I do have, girls, a sewing group. If you're interested in sewing and you do like to sew, I have a sewing group on Facebook. It's Sew Creatively. And yeah, there it is. Thank you.
Mom,
I didn't think it did.
what's wrong with
Maybe it's my other one that doesn't. But anyway, um, you might want to look into it. See if it might be something you want to join. There it is. Thank you, whoever told me that. Because it was lost. I haven't sewn on it forever, girls. I've been doing this paper crafting. Okay, now we've got our big long strip. And in order to continue, because that is not going to border them and make them wide enough, I'm going to have to cut some more strips. Because right now, oh, I missed my table in here that has the measurements and all that stuff. Tommy, hand me my ruler over there on the table, my red one. These are only about 9 inches wide. And they're plenty long. Not worried about the length. Okay. Let's get this turned over. And no, they are 10.5 inches long, or wide. And they are 17 inches long. That's
Order my phone, Mama.
okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some thinking. 11 by 17.
Well,
A 6-inch difference on
order my
from the
phone
sides.
thing, Mom.
okay. I think I will just border the top. Put a strip on the top and the bottom. Make them a little bit wider. And then make them, leave this size on the sides. Because they don't need to be any wider than that. I don't believe. So if I put a 1.5 strip at the top, an 1.5 at the bottom, that's just going to be 3 inches. I'll make them 14 by 17.
Mama, when can I order my telephone, Mama?
Was that Tom that sneezed? I didn't even hear him. He sneezes all the time, so I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to cut some more material for this. I want at least 3 inches on this from top to bottom. So you want to go back over to the cutting table, or you want me to bring it over here? I can slide it over here, I think. Okay, Tom. Honey, we'll do that in a little while. I told you that. You move. Okay. I'm gonna get this set up here beside me, then I can just turn you around. Okay. Now she had these picked out, what she wanted on them. And this was for the placemats. And I have a full yard of it. And what I need to do is see, well, she wants two of each one. So I know I'll have plenty to do that. So I'm going to cut my backing. I'm going to cut a 3-inch strip all the way up the side and border. Let's see, 3-inch. That go 2.5 or 1.5. That would make these 20.
They would do that after well, Mom.
And a 3-inch up here and a 3-inch down here would make them 16, I think. I'm gonna have to get my ruler and make sure. Yeah.
Mom,
Didn't know I was
didn't
gonna
say
have to
that
do
after
math.
well.
Didn't know I was gonna have to do math this morning. Let's see. All right, we've got 17 across. We've got 17 and a half across. So,
Mom, didn't you say we do that after well, Mom?
I can use the chicken tracks for that side. But I don't think I want to use different material on them. Okay. If I do, that's 1.5 inches. And 1.5 inches would make it 20 in length. 20 in length.
Mom, didn't you say we do that after well, Mom?
Well, not quite. It'd make it like 19 and a half in length because you're going to take a 1/4 inch off. Hi, Spanky. Hi, Judy. And if I do 6 inches, that's going to make it, let me turn that around.
Mom, did you say we were ordering my phone after well, Mom?
Because it is 11, that will make it 17 by 20. And that's way too wide. I don't need that much. I don't need that much for any of it. Okay. An 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches would make it 20 inches wide. Come in on that. So I have very little edge to catch here on this red without getting into the chicken. It's going to be a problem too. Okay. Going to use these. I am going to use these. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get.
Mom, didn't you say we would be ordering my phone after well, Mom?
Okay, Judy. And then I will have to straighten these because they are going to be off just a tad. But we'll do that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, I'm going to shy this. I'm going to do a shy 1/4 inch seam.
all morning.
Spanky's saying hi, Tom. You gonna speak back? Yes or no?
Hi, Spanky.
They've been gone too long already, haven't they? You've been gone too long already. I have to use two different types of material around these. Don't know. We may start with this and see how they look and finish up this a little later. I'll have the baby all day tomorrow, but I could sew at night. So I could do that. Or I could get them sewed up and just come on and do the quilting, whichever one you all would rather see. It's kind of hard to tell what I'm doing because my hand is in the way. In fact, I'm not even turned around where you can see me sewing. Okay. And like I said, I'm shying this just a little bit on the 1/4 inch. Bringing it down just a little bit because I'm going to have to trim that strip I cut. And I don't want to get the bottom end of that chicken that was on this one. Okay, come out there. I have a cutter on this and I don't know why I don't use it. Because it would make things a whole lot more simple. Except it unthreads my machine. It is much better today. It's still not strong, but it's much better today. There were times the last 3 days that I've not even been able to make a sound. It was just a whisper. I know. Oh my Lord. We were a rowdy bunch. It looks like it might have come out. No, it's still going. We really had a fantastic time together. She's such a sweetheart. And so is Squirrel. And I'm telling you that my grandson took to him like a duck takes to water. And he is a standoffish little boy. And I mean, he just loved him. I did. It'd been a long time since I had any company, and it felt so good. And have somebody in the house with me again, and having a good time. And hey, there's my sister. Hi, sissy. Oh, that Kathy Kelly is my sister. All right, now that is definitely going to have some trimming because that was not straight. But we've got a little border on it, and I'm going to have to haul it that good in the size, uh, unless I double border it. And I could do that. In fact, that might be what it needs. Yeah, it disappears real fast. What was the, I did finally notice you, honey. I'm sorry. It is very hard to see it and watch what you're doing and, not make a mistake on your crafting. And yes, I have, Melissa. I had seen you. You asked about the material, and I told you it was a link on. There was a link to the place on my. I love you too, honey. But I did notice you. There's 18 more that I'm not sure I have. I've said hi to Vanessa, and I'll just look up and we'll talk for a minute. And so everybody say hi. Again, there's Sonia. Hi, Sonia. And there's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. It's good to see you. And there's my Spanky. And Nancy. Hi. It's good to see you, honey. Kathleen. Carla. Hello, hello. So good to see everybody. I haven't been on in so long. It feels so good to see everybody. And I need to be doing this, girls. This is just my love, and I need to be online. And I've got this babysitting job now that's going to change that. it's it's already changed it. Hi, Sherry. How are you, honey? I was hoping I might have some girls from a sewing group too. I'm going to take a strip of this egg material and I'm going to put it all the way around that because that black edge is not pleasing me. So, oh well, great. I went up on my Wi-Fi, so hopefully that's going to make a difference. I'm sure hoping so. So I'm going to cut a 2.5-inch strip. I'm going to line it up on my board here and here. And I'm going to cut a 2.5-inch strip and put this around the chicken tracks on this material. And so here we go. I may have to stand up to cut. I don't know. We're going to give it a whirl.
I wonder you want to order my phone for me to go get it.
Okay. Tommy, I've already done it. Honey, would you please quit? He's going to drive me absolutely up a wall over this phone. I'm telling you, he's after it. And he's got a phone that works, but he don't like it. So he's really after it.
It doesn't make any music sounds or nothing.
It doesn't make music sounds. He wants, yes, he's on about the phone again. He wants to have it and have it right now, and that's the way he always is. Right this very instant. And I just can't take it. Kathy, I don't know what his number is unless it's in my phone, and I can't use my phone right now to get it. But he could call you. I've got to press the edges of this. Press my seams. gotta even these up. I mean, they're really warped, and I don't know why they're so warped. Unless those edges were not real straight to start with. So I've got to line up my red material on the line. Come out 3/4 of an inch. And yes, it's that bad after the seam. And okay, what did I do with the cutter, Tom? That I just had. There it is. Okay. Actually, that up there is a 1/2 inch.
No, why can't we go and get it?
So, I'm not liking that. All right. Not liking that. I'm losing that much. But I'm just going to lose it on the sides, and I'm not going to lose it on the top and the bottom.
No, why can't we go to Walmart and get it, Lauren?
I have no pattern for these. I am just making them like I have made placemats for years. Just, just put them together. Tom Young, we're not going to Walmart. We're getting it from Amazon. I told you that. Okay. Now I've got that straight enough that I can sew a 3-inch strip on. And let's hope it measured that all the way down. If not, I want to know why. It's 2.5 on 3. This one looks pretty straight. Okay. We're going to go all the way around it with a little egg piece. I'll try to keep my hand out of the way. It is a little bit hard when you get up to that machine to keep it out of the way, but I'll try. And what I'm doing is I'm going to go around this with this egg piece, and then the back piece will be the barbed wire, or the chicken wire, like she wants, on each one that has the strip of eggs. There's 2 different backs on these. So I'm going to do a different strip on each one, I think. So there's our strip on it. Okay, Tommy, call Aunt Kathy. Go get your phone and call Aunt Kathy. She wants to talk to you. Yeah, she wants to talk to you.
About what, man?
I don't know. She wants to talk to you. Do I have to have a reason for calling her? She wants to talk to you.
What phone do you want me to use, Lauren?
Your phone. Bring it up here and I'll help you. See, this is one of the problems, is he doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how to do it. I hope so, honey. I'm having to do a little finagling I love this material. But I wish they'd left that 2-inch strip or that 3-inch strip all the way around it instead of having it smaller in the center. That is the only thing I have seen so far that I would have complain about. He's going down to get his phone, Kathy. But anyway, it's it is what it is. They've put it together to get the bigger pieces. And who's having surgery? You're having surgery tomorrow, Spanky? I didn't see it. You hadn't said anything about having surgery, I don't think. Unless I was talking over you. We did do that. Yeah, us old women, me and Judy, we just held our own, didn't we, Judy? She may not be here still either. Oh, okay. Well, you didn't say it was for surgery. Yeah, I think you did, actually. I just forgot. And I opened my seams up there where they connected. So I don't have to worry about whether they were up or down. Like I said, I'm using a scant 1/4-inch seam. Go back down in there and let's cut you off and come unthread it again. It's the reason I don't use the cutter on it either. Because you have to be, you have to have it just right
Here,
to use it.
Mom.
Okay, and Kathy, he's giving you a call. He's going to give you a call. If he'd leave it off the charger, it'd help. He can't use it because he keeps it on the charger. He's afraid it'll go down. We're having to power on. Okay. Well, is this silly thing ever going to turn on, Tom?
I don't want to.
Well, you've made it, Bert. There it goes. Okay. No. Was that the only strip of that I got out of that? Yes, it was. All right. I don't know if it needed it or not, girls. That's what I put on it, but I'm afraid that it's made it too long. And, yeah, I may cut it down. May cut it down. Go down the edges because I don't want it quite that long. If Annie's watching this, I bet she's thinking, oh my God, what's she doing to my material? What's she doing to my material? I get it, honey. Okay, we're going to call Aunt Kathy. Long press to unlock. And it is getting to be lunchtime. And then it's got the news that comes up on it, which we absolutely cannot get rid of. It's I don't know, it's a horrible phone. It really is. Now I've got pictures, which I don't want. Like I said, it's a horrible phone. They took a picture of the ceiling and me not even trying. All right, now. Now we're to the phone. It is more trouble. Honey, it is horrible. Got to keep at. Okay. We've got you dialed in, and we're going to add you to contacts. Oh, after we call. After we call. Oh, no, not it. No, it wants to do it now. Great new contact. Thank you. Give me my. Tone. It's going crazy. Okay, now we're done. Okay. We've got you in his phone. We got it. I'm calling you. I'm calling. Okay. Megan. Done. And well, you silly phone. This is a silly phone. I'm telling you, it is a silly phone.
It don't want to do nothing more.
No, it doesn't. Okay. Kathy, I can't give you his number. I don't even know where to look for it. This is the reason he wants one. Look here. We've got a black screen. That's it. Now his background has come on. But you can't move it either way. Launcher has stopped. Okay, and Kathy will call you later. All right, we're done with that. I've got to get on with my fixing here. My fixing and my doing. Line these up. Line the seams up, and these I'm going to pin. We'll call her later. I can't get the phone up again, Tom. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm pinning. I know I'm out of frame. But what I'm doing is I'm pinning the material together, right, in the seam. And at this point, I'm going to cut off some of that because I don't like that size. And there'll be enough of it for me to use on the next one. So Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I've got it pinned at the seams so that I take off exactly the same amount to the seam.
No, you can't go here, the phone.
And- Okay. He's got it back up. I don't need the history. I need to call. Okay, I think we're calling you, Kathy. I think. It says your number has been mixed. I called Daddy. I called my daddy. Tell me we'll call after. Okay. Okay, that was enough of the calling. I know. Oh, girls, sometimes that hurts so bad. I put his phone number in there, Kathy. And I know her phone number as well as I own. Thank you, honey. That's such a crazy thing to do. I'm telling you it is. I've got to get this in my head here, girls. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, this stupid. First thing I'm going to do. Oh, no. Don't bawl or I will, Melissa. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go and buy me a good tripod. I am so tired of that thing flipping over, coming loose. And I was gifted from some wonderful people that I had no clue some money when Spanky and them came down here. And I am going to go and I am not calling. You call. It's not the right number. Don't call that. It's not the right number. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get a tripod. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I've got to have some chalk to mark my line. Okay. That is 1 inch. And I want 1 1/4. Let me see that one. Let's find the blue. And I want 1 1/4.
Well, I'm gonna push the thing for him.
That is the wrong number. Tom, it is the wrong number. Do not call it again. Do not call it again. I don't know who has that number anymore. That was Papa's. I put the wrong number in. So please do not call it again. I don't believe we'll get him in heaven. He's probably laughing at me up there, though. He's probably laughing at me. You picked the wrong time to worry about the phone, Tommy. Go downstairs and let me do this. I'm sorry, girls. But I've had all the phone stuff I can take right now. And he's going to have to go down and get settled down, and I'll take care of that business later. Go. Go downstairs. Take care of this later, Tom. You're running it crazy here. Okay. Aunt Kathy said she'd talk to you soon. That is just freaking wild. Okay. There. Why am I not? Why is this not cutting true? I've got that thing marked and it's not true. I don't understand it. I do not understand it. Pinned, cut, and marked. And it still was not true. Okay. Now we're ready for the back of this one. And there'll be two like this, and there'll be two with the this material on the back and as the border. And they'll all have a little edging of this around them. And then I will probably do just a rollover back seam and come up on that. I may go ahead and put another small seam down this side. That chicken wire is extremely cute. The eggs are cute. The whole thing is really pretty. I may go ahead and cut another strip of this and put another little piece down here because I think it's going to need it. But that'll be basically our placemat when we get them done. And girls, since Tom is giving me such a fit, and that happened with the bone, I'm going to go off of here because apparently I'm not in any shape to be doing this, and I don't want to run Annie's material, and I will come back when I have calmed down and relaxed. And I hope you all understand. And they hit hard. And I wanted to be on here so bad today. And I've got things to show you that Spanky had brought me. And they were just amazingly generous when they came. And I didn't send them home near what I should have with them. I did send a little bit of my sewing. And give her a little something that I had made. But anyway, I will probably be back on. I will maybe go ahead and make the outside edges of these and then come back when I am, that's right, honey. I'll be ready when I come back to do some quilting on them. I'll put the batting on them and we'll do a little free motion quilting on them. And I need to get my throat moistened down again too. And so let me do a little sewing on my own, and be a couple of hours. I'll get them done, and then I'll come back and show you how we're going to do the free motion quilting. And I think that I'm just going to do kind of a swirl pattern on them, maybe an egg type pattern, just just loop loop type thing. We'll see how it works out. I'm not going to try to go around all that stuff. I might do the chickens and the eggs. That's not too bad. Uh, I could do that because they're pretty big pictures. I could go around them, and but I darn sure don't want to mess these up. And right now, I feel like I'm missing that, and I don't want to do that because I just got just this to work with, and she's counting on me to do it right. And I, I know how to do this, girls. I have quilted and I have sewed and Becky can tell you she's seen some of my quilts. And hi, Sybil, how are you, honey? And so I'm going to go off and I will do some trimming and see what we come up with and get these ready to go to quilt. And then I will do my free motion quilting for you. And I'll do a little practice on it before I come on. Wow. Then I'll probably do just a simple swirl. Um, anyway, it's lovely material. I feel blessed to have been given this opportunity to do this. And here is the egg material. And you can find this on Facebook. You can find out where to purchase at blank, let me see, right here, the Blank Quilting Corporation, and it's got all the information on here. There is a website. It's www.quilting.net. So my sewing group is Sew Creatively. It's got a big long name. So Creatively Crafting and Creating with Friends, I believe is the name of it. That So Creatively will bring it up. And we have it's a small quilting group. And I've been trying to keep up with it a little bit more now. I was off of it for a while when I first started this paper crafting. And it's still growing in spite of me. But it's a good place. There's lots of good people on it, and there's lots of experienced people, and I do even have some teachers. We have some beautiful quilts that are posted, and don't get a lot of other crafting, but I encourage other crafters that knit, crochet, quilting. If you're a quilter, it's not all you do. It's not all you do. So I try to encourage other things. Your needlework, your crochet work, your all of this kind of things. And you don't just do one thing. So if you like to do needlepoint or whatever it is, I have some that have that are artists, and I would love for them to paint their work or to show their work. They don't very often. In fact, I don't hear from them. They haven't left the group, but I really don't hear from them. But that is it's kind of like my inspired art group. What I have in mind is make art groups that are for artists of all kinds. It doesn't have to be one kind. It doesn't have to just be paper craft or just sewing. It can be, a lot of people who draw. Look, this Annie is a painter, and look what she's created in quilting fabric. And this is really good feeling fabric. Really good feeling fabric. So, this is the kind of thing that you might find when you find out that that you have an artist among you. You might find out that they're making quilting material. And so we should be posting the things we do and the things we love. And I am sorry that I have not been on as much as possible. I have took on a full-time babysitting job that's going to help me get some of these things I need. without having to feel like I'm begging for them, and I'm not going to beg for them because this is my responsibility. I did this. I decided to do this. So the first thing I want to do is get a good tripod, and I'm going to get a good camera, and then I'm buying a new computer so that I can go stream online through the computer without as much problem. But I have had a beautiful picture today. I don't know if you've had any buffering or pixelating other than me dropping the phone, but I've had a beautiful picture today. And okay, they show it on their on their Facebook page, and they can tell you maybe if you leave a comment, they could probably tell you where you might be able to buy it, and it may not be available in the stores yet. This may be so new that it is not available yet. So, you might have to give it some time. And, but they have some pretty fabric and fabric from other artists, and it is worth looking at. And, like I said, check out their Facebook page and see what all they've got. And I know that some of them are available at one of them was available at Calico Corners, which is an online store also. And so anyway, check it out, and I will see you, Annie, honey. Thank you for allowing me to do this, and I hope that this is what I've done so far. I want to put a little edge around it in the egg because I wasn't quite. It didn't feel safe to do this, and then the back of this one will be the egg material. So when I come around, it will be the egg. So it is awesome. It is awesome. And have you got any more of the chicken tracks? We've been wondering about that. Is that another one that's going to be available in the yardage? Annie? Is the chicken tracks going to be available in the yardage too? This piece? I don't know if she's seeing me or not, or hearing me or not. My voice is so crazy. Anyway, I'm going to go down and eat a bite, give me some protein, and then I'll be back. I will be back up and back on, and we will try this again. You all take a break for a little while, and I will see you, in an hour or so. And I'll get me some protein in me, and I'm sure that'll help. Get some protein in Tom, and maybe feed him, and maybe get that phone ordered online. And Annie, if you're still here, honey, I'd really like to know if the chicken tracks are going to be available in the yardage, because that is really, really cute. Really, really cute. And so this is Melissa. Think about your own. You've got all your stamps. Your chickens are already made. So think about that. So you can get in contact. And Sherry, thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you for being here. And I'm sorry I'm taking off early. But after this little fiasco with Tom and the phone and all that kind of thing, I need to regroup a little bit. So I will be back, and give me an hour, and I will be back, and we'll see if we can't do this again and play a little bit more and see what we come up with. Love you all. Talk to you later.